For practice this week, the physical focus points that I really wanted to hit are neck, shoulders, and hips. So hopefully that's what your body needs as well. And then for heart space intention or heart space contemplation, I've been thinking a lot recently about patterns and specifically patterns of behavior, and how do we begin to shift patterns of behavior that are maybe preventing us from living up to our fullest potential, preventing us from being who we actually are, because we are repeating a pattern of behavior that is rooted in a past fear, perhaps, a past survival mechanism for us. And as I've been working with this, I've been seeing that the pattern of behavior is rooted in a pattern of thought, right? Behavior in action is going to follow a thought pattern. And so that's where our yoga practice comes into play, right? We have this tool of mindfulness and deepened awareness that we receive when we practice yoga, when we get onto our mats or when we're moving through the day and we're just shifting into that space of mindful awareness where we notice things more and are paying attention. And oftentimes, when we're paying attention without judgment, right, our actions and our behaviors are largely rooted in emotion. And so when we are stuck in that emotional like tornado, it can be difficult to see how the pattern is playing out. And so through this practice, we can start to pay attention to those subtleties. We can pay attention to the thoughts that are happening behind the actions. And so that is really where we can have the power to create shift. And that can begin on our yoga mats, and that can begin in our meditation, that can begin just in any mindful practice that we choose to employ. So thinking about, is there a pattern of behavior that I've been wanting to shift? There's a desire to shift. And then maybe tracing that pattern of behavior down to the thought and the emotion that are tied to it. Right? When I'm having an emotional response of this specific emotion, does a thought pattern pop up? And then do I behave in a specific way? And is this something that repeats? And so just paying attention as you move across your yoga mat. What are the patterns when you're in this practice? Is there a pattern of behavior and thought within the four corners of your yoga mat? And that can be a practice of just kind of starting that process so that when you're moving through your day and you start to notice, man, I always do this when this event comes up, when this experience comes up. And so we can start more concise, more direct on the yoga mat, and we can see how patterns start to expand from there. So we're going to start in seated meditation, or you can start on your back body, whichever is most comfortable for you. I'll take a couple minutes just to be still, to settle into the practice and that awareness. So it's beginning to find that comfortable seat or comfortable shape on the earth. Maybe allow your eyes to close. Take a moment to make any adjustments in your shape. If you're in a seat, feel the rootedness of your pelvis, and then feel your spine elongate from that rooted place, creating a sense of lift and length all the way up to the crown of your head. If you're on your back body, allow your spine to settle into the earth, but the weight of your hips drop down into your mat. Your shoulders settle into your body, resting down towards the ground. Relax your jaw, soften your forehead, unclench your teeth. Find ease in the area around your eyes. And begin to deepen each breath in. And lengthen each breath out. As you expand your breath, maybe begin to send the breath down into the belly first, up into your chest. You feel that slight pause at the top of your breath, and then let your exhale slowly release all the way out to empty. As you continue to expand your breath, think about reaching more breath into the back of your body, and your right and left side bodies. You're in a seat and you feel yourself start to slouch forward, start to lean forward, your shoulders start to round in. On your next inhale, feel your breath help to lift and lengthen you again. Feel your exhale slide your shoulders back and down. Noticing sensation to help tune you into the more subtle. And then we'll shift from a physical focus, turning our attention a little bit deeper inward, noticing if there was something specific came up. And I was speaking to pattern of behavior, pattern of thought. Just considering if there was something that came up right away. And if so, maybe that's what you choose to work with today. Or maybe it's something that you just acknowledge today. And if nothing came up right away, just give yourself a moment here just to be curious. And you open up your heart, open up your mind, the willingness to create shift and transformation within yourself. Does anything arise? Trusting your inner wisdom to bring to the surface anything that needs tending to, that needs nurturing and nourishment. And seeing if there's a pattern there, something that maybe you continue to desire and seek, that maybe gets thwarted by a pattern of behavior and a pattern of thought that's rooted deep in the past. And allowing that curiosity about whatever has come up for you to lean back a little bit, and allowing our intention, our focus point today to be just of the noticing, the awareness of the more subtle. So maybe for these 60 minutes, it's not even about creating any shifts or changes, it's just that paying attention to thought and behavior. If you'd like to, maybe bring one or both hands to your heart and holding this intention of noticing, of awareness at your heart. We'll take 3 rounds of cleansing breath. So as you're ready, draw a really deep inhale in through your nose. Then an open mouth exhale, let it go. Again, deep breath in, fill up all the way. And open mouth exhale to release. And when you're ready, one more time, an inhale fills your body. And then cleansing exhale, let it go. When you're ready, slowly release your hands from your heart. Start to open your eyes. We're going to start briefly on our back body, and then we'll return to a seat for some shoulder opening. So if you're not already on the earth, take a moment to find your way to your mat. Start to find a full body stretch. So hands reach overhead, toes stretch forward. Feel free to incorporate some circles through your ankles and through your wrists. And take an extra inhale here, lengthening through your spine, and your low back kind of floats off the earth. And on your exhale, start to bring both of your knees into your body. Your hands on the fronts of your knees, the fronts of your shins, let your knees open wide to a modified happy baby, and take a little rock from side to side. And we'll start with a figure four. Take your right ankle on top of your left thigh, flex your right ankle, and either land your left foot to the earth, or as you gather that whole figure four to your chest, you might reach around the back of your left hamstring for your thread the needle. Energetically encourage your right shin bone and knee forward and away from your chest. Again, if you want to add in a little bit of movement, you can rock from side to side. And send one more breath into your right hip. On your exhale, when you're moving pose, lengthen your left leg forward across the earth. Bring your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Maybe extend forward with your left heel. Send your tailbone forward at the front of your yoga mat. Take another breath in. And then follow your exhale to your supine twist. Right knee is going to reach across your body. Let your right arm open wide. So you start to create a stretch across your chest and then down the entire length of your spine. Slow breath is going to reach along your right side body. Feel your ribs open up. On your exhale, see if you can just a little bit deeper, just settling into that space that your breath created. Breathe your way back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. And then figure for your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Start to check in with your left hip. Create that energy for your left ankle. Forward energy through your left shin and knee, and then stillness or movement as you take a few cycles of breath here. Breathe in deeply. Exhale, when you're moving pose, right leg reaches, left knee draws towards your left shoulder. Let your left thigh go a little bit wide so you can avoid your ribs. You pull your left knee in really close. Breathe length through your spine and down through your right leg. And then on your exhale, when you're ready, find your supine twist. Maybe visualize gravity helping you out here. Just imagine the weight of gravity slowly and gently melting your body towards the earth. So your left shoulder, your left knee become a little bit heavier. And take that really big breath into your left side body. Be patient as your exhale empties all the way out. Your next inhale brings you back to center. Draw both knees into your chest just for a moment. Lengthen out from crown to tail and start to bring your knees into a 90-degree bend. So we're going to find our way into our upside down tabletop shape. Knees stacked over hips, shins parallel to the earth. Reach both your hands up to the sky, palms facing inwards. And start to pull your navel to your spine. Draw your front ribs in. On your inhale, begin to lengthen your left leg forward. Reach your right hand overhead so opposites extend. Navel pulls down. On your exhale, slow motion, bring it back to your starting point. Left knee to 90, right fingertips to the ceiling. Same thing, same side. Inhale, left leg forward, right hand reaches. Actively pull your navel down as you extend. On your exhale, see if you can isolate this movement to your deep core. So as you bring it back to your starting point, relax your hip flexor and just use that deep center strength. And one more like this. We're going to inhale, left leg lengthens, right hand reaches, front ribs draw in. Squeeze energetically to the midline, and on your exhale, bring it slowly back to start. Exploring the second set, we're going to inhale, right leg reaches forward, send your left fingertips overhead, front body draws in and down. On your exhale, you hug to the midline, bring it slowly back to start. Good, two more like that. Navel to spine. We inhale, right leg forward, left hand reaches. On your exhale, slowly bring it back to start. Feel your belly straight, push your low back into the earth. And once more like this, we inhale, right leg reaches, left arm lengthens. And exhale back to start. And we're going to find another variation here. So as you breathe in, actually, let's first take our left hand behind the head. So left hand behind your head. On your inhale, left leg's going to go forward, right hand reaches overhead. So just like we did before. This time as you exhale, you're going to lift your left leg straight up to the sky. Left leg can be long or bent. Reach your right hand up to your left toes, maybe to the outside of your left ankle. If your left knee is bent, you can just reach to the outside of your thigh. Taking two more like that. On your inhale, left leg's going to lower or lengthen up to a hover. Right hand reaches overhead. Same thing, super slowly. On your exhale, lift up and across. One more time like this. We inhale, left leg lowers, right hand reaches overhead. Exhale, without momentum, left leg lifts, reach up and across. And switching sides, bend your left knee to 90, take your right hand behind your head, let your head and shoulders rest down for a second. On your next breath in, reach your right leg forward to a hover, send your left hand overhead. With your out breath, we're going to lift and twist. Lift up, reach your left hand out, side of your right leg. Slow motion. On your inhale, start to open up. So the opening is important too. You try to resist gravity as you open. Exhale, right leg lifts, slowly reach up and across. Feel your heart lift high. One more time, inhale, start to lower and open. On your exhale, feel your sternum lead the way as you lift and reach up and across. Awesome. Go ahead and release and relax, knees to chest, head and shoulders drop back. Take a big breath through your nose. And open mouth, exhale out. And start to find your way up to your cross-legged seat. It's going to be a couple of rocks the length of your spine. We'll start with our right shin in front of our left. And then on your inhale, we're going to circle sweep your hands out and up to the sky. On your exhale, eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. You can always just bring your forearms together if the eagle arms don't work for your body or it's too early in practice for eagle arms for you. And then we're going to inhale, lift your elbows up to the sky. Think cow spine, feel your heart go forward and up. And on your exhale, cat your spine with your eagle arms round to your upper back. You're gonna point your fingertips down to the earth, let your head be heavy. And once more like this, we're going to inhale, lift your chest. Think cow spine, elbows high. And exhale, round your spine, just spread your shoulder blades wide. Fingertips reach to the ground. Next breath in, lift your eagle arms up one more time. On your exhale, slowly unwind through goddess arms, let your elbows open wide. Press your elbows back in space, upper arm bones stretching the chest nice and wide. From here, your hands are going to reach down to the earth on either side of you. Your fingertips might reach the earth, or they might just reach towards the earth. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Think about externally rotating your thumbs so they're reaching to the width of your yoga mat or to the sides of the room. Palms are face forward. Take a big breath into your right side body, the right side of your neck. On your exhale, let your chin fall to your chest. Slowly taking a half circle. Right ear finds right shoulder. Collarbones wide, palms face forward, arms externally rotated. Heavy through your right ear, take a big breath into the left side of your neck. Your exhale, let your chin fall to your chest. Bring your hands to the front, see your knees, and as you breathe in, cow your spine, pull your heart forward and through. Use your back strength to pull your shoulder blades together. Your upper back is really active. On your exhale, cat your spine here, round through your back body, tuck your chin. Good, next breath in, find your cow spine again, pull your heart forward. A little different this time, we're going to circle it to the left. So on your exhale, slide your ribs over to the left. Start to round it back through your cow spine again. Bring your rib cage over to the right and forward into your cow. Reversing our circle as you exhale, take it over to the right. So you start to round back through your cat spine, hold onto your knees. Breathe in as you pull it to the left and forward to your cow. Go ahead and lean back into your boat pose, Navasana. So you can bring your shins parallel to the earth. Big toes hovering. If you're feeling really fiery this morning, you can lengthen through your legs, whatever you want. Reach your hands forward in front of you, proud through your chest. We're here for 3. Navel to spine for 2. And with 1, cross your left shin in front of your right. Breathe in, circle, sweep your hands to the sky. On your exhale, eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. Shoulders out of ears. Breathe in to lift your elbows, cow your spine, lift your chest. Exhale, round your upper back. Imagine you can lift your shoulder blades up and over your rib cage. And once more like this, we inhale, eagle arms lift. We exhale to round. Next time you breathe in and lift, your exhale takes you into your goddess arms. Elbows open wide. You stretch open across your chest. Let your hands release beside you. So you can have your fingertips on the earth, or if your hands are floating out beside you, rotate your palms to face forward. Bring that external rotation to your upper arm bones again. Let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. This time, if you want to place your right hand on the left side of your head, just gently, you can do so. Take a big breath into the left side of your neck. And your exhale, slowly circle your chin to your chest to find second side. Left ear leans to your left shoulder. Invitation for your left hand to rest on the right side of your head. Take a big breath into the right side of your neck. As you exhale, release your chin to your chest. Hands to the front of your knees. Inhale, cow spine, heart moves forward. Squeeze your upper back muscles. And your exhale, cat spine round. Shoulder blades spread. Inhale, cow spine, heart goes forward. Circle it to the right. As you exhale, slide your ribcage as far over to the right as you can. Bringing it back into your cat spine. Round it and slide over to the left. As you draw your chest forward into cow, big breath in. Just reversing that circle, take it to the left as you exhale. Round back through your cat spine. Slide it over to the right, breath in, heart goes forward. And when you're ready, tabletop pose. To bring it over your shins into all fours. We'll inhale to 1 round of cow and cat, just traditional, heart and tailbone lift. And exhale, cat pose, round through your spine. Then from here, neutral tabletop, tuck your toes as you inhale and hover your knees above the earth on your exhale. You're hovering tabletop pose. Pull your navel up and in. Press into your hands to draw your front ribs to the back of your body. Take a slow, steady inhale, noticing the subtleties of these shapes. Feel your finger pads push into the earth. And a slow, steady exhale. Feel your thighs begin to light up. Take 1 last inhale. Downward facing dog as you empty your lungs, press your hips up and away. When you're down dog, take a big breath in through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Next inhale, reach your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. With exhalation, bend your right knee and open your hip, find your half dog shape. Relax your head, square your shoulders to the earth,
Hug your upper arm bones to the midline. Really squeeze your right glute to lift your right knee to the sky. Next breath in, re-extend your right leg, three-legged dog. On your exhale, step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Bring your left knee to a hover cow lunge, big breath in. On your exhale, forward fold, push strong to your right foot, step your left foot to the top of your yoga mat. Relax your head for this first forward fold. Let yourself take an extra breath. Soft knees, steady breath. We'll inhale to lengthen halfway. Feel your core begin to lift your spine. And your exhale, forward fold, release. Breathe all the way up to stand Urdhva Hastasana, big circle sweep as you reach high. Then your exhale, soft knees, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Take an inhale to lift up halfway. And exhale, step your right foot to the back of your yoga mat. So left foot stays forward, right foot steps back. Good. With your breath in, right knee hovers, cow lunge. Reach your heart forward. On your exhale, push into your hands, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Take a big breath in. Bend your left knee, open your hip, half dog as you breathe out. Take that extra breath here for the squeeze of your left glute. Pull your navel tight to your spine. Then inhale, left leg lengthens out, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward again, low lunge. Right knee hovers, cow lunge on your inhale. You step it forward, Uttanasana, as you exhale, forward fold. Breathe into your halfway lift. And exhale, fold it down. Rise up to stand with your breath, Urdhva Hastasana, full inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Breath in to lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Breath out is going to step your left foot to the back of your yoga mat. Right foot stays forward. Cow lunge, left knee hovers as you inhale. Three-legged dog. On your exhale, push into your hands, lift your right leg up and back. Like before, bend your right knee, open your hip, take a big breath in. This time, keep your right hip open, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, lizard lunge. Keep your back knee lifted, come to your fingertips. Pull your chest forward for a second, just for the strength of your left quadricep. And once you feel that, then let your left knee come to a hover above the earth and feel the difference. So the strength versus the stretch. Get really firm through the four corners of your right foot. Pull your sternum forward, elongate your spine. Okay, from here, we're going to lean into our right foot. Start to find the strong lifted lizard lunge again. Let your left quad light up, let your hips lift. As you lean into your right foot, we're going to step into a Malasana squat, an active Malasana. So try not to push yourself forward with your left foot. Try to lean into your right foot. As you push through your right foot, left foot steps to the outside of your left hand with control. So that you turn your toes out wide. Let your hips drop low, but not their lowest. So instead of being in this like kind of droopy Malasana, we want to push through our feet, lift your hips a couple inches from your greatest depth. Then lift up through your chest nice and proud. Your toes are following the guidance of your knees in terms of their angle, and then your outer seat, your outer glutes are really active to open your knees wide. We're going to press through our feet and lift up to stand for the count of 5. Slow for 4. Here for 3, 2, and 1. At the top, reach your hands to the ceiling, big breath in. On your exhale, turn your toes forward so your feet are parallel. Soften through your knees a little bit as you hinge forward. Pull your hips as far back as you can. Reach your fingertips as far forward as you can. And go all the way down. Take a breath in to lift up halfway. On your exhale, bend into your knees. Plant your hands into the earth. Step back into a high plank pose this time. And just take a slow inhale here. And a slow exhale here. Again, paying attention to sensation, noticing the more subtle sensations. Knees up or down, we're going to shift it forward. Start to find your way all the way to the earth, slow and strong lower to your belly. As you arrive, untuck your toes, low cobra. Breathe in as you lift and lengthen through your chest. So your elbows pull back into the center of your body. On your exhale, release. Inhale, low or high cobra. Maybe you lift first just using the strength of your spine, and then maybe your hands lift you slightly higher. Keep your elbows bent and wrapped into the midline. Back body is really, really active. Take one more inhale here. Collarbones wide, and exhale to release. Last round is low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog. Full breath in, lift your chest up any amount. On your exhale, downward facing dog, hips find the sky. We'll inhale left leg to the ceiling, three-legged dog, take a big breath in. And bend your knee and open your hip breath out. Keeping your hip open, your left glute strong, find your inhale. When you're ready, left foot to the outside of your left hand, feel your seat active through that transition. Lifted lizard lunge. And the power through your right quadricep first. Proud chest. Maybe you're on your fingertips. And then let your right knee seem to hover and feel the difference. Feel your right thigh bone stretch back in space as your right knee reaches to the earth. Left foot anchors into the ground. So to find your way back into your strong lifted lizard lunge, re-energize your right quad, let your hips lift up, lean into your left foot. Push down with your left foot, come to your right tippy toes so you're not tempted to push off your right toes. Malasana squat. Right foot's gonna step out wide. Adjust the angle of your feet. And settle into your active Malasana squat. And then strong glutes. Proud chest. Try to lean your shoulders back to step over your hips energetically. Okay, this time we're going to take our left hand, our left arm on the inside of our left knee. On your breath in, twist your right hand to the sky. Exhale your hands back through your heart center. And we switch, right arm reaches down, twist open, left hand to the sky, take a breath in. And exhale back to center. We lift up for 5. So push down with your feet to lift. We're here for 5. Legs and glutes strong for 4. Slow for 3. 2 and 1. Big breath in, reach it high. Turn your toes forward, keeping your feet wide. Soft knees, slow hinge stretch as long as you can from fingertips to sit bones as you find your way down. Inhale to a halfway lift, feet still wide. On your exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, high plank. Step your feet back. Take a slow breath in, ignite your quads. Slow exhale, press actively through your hands. Breathe in to shift forward. Knees up or down, lower all the way to the earth with control. Keep your elbows hugged in tight by your side bodies. As you untuck your toes, inhale low or high cobra. Just one round. And exhale to release. And push to a tabletop pose. Find all fours just for a moment. Take your hands wider than your yoga mat and tap your fingertips on the earth for a tabletop gecko pose. As you slide your heart forward, you're going to inhale, dive your chest down to the ground, elbows go really wide. Stretch your collarbones across your chest. So imagine your left elbow can reach to the left side of the room. Your right elbow can reach to the right side of the room, and your heart is diving down between. Breathe in to lift back up. And then we'll add in a twist. On your exhale, right shoulder dips in, twist your heart over to the left. You can choose how close you get to the earth here. Elbows are stacked over wrists. Follow your next inhale back to center. And exhale, second side. Left shoulder dips in, rotate to the right, look to the right. Turn your sternum to the right. When you're ready, bring it back to center. As you bring your hands back to that neutral position, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, hips spine in the sky. Next breath in, right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. On your exhale, bring your knee to your nose, shift forward. Three-legged dog, deep breath in. Right knee towards your left tricep, breath out, cross underneath. Three-legged dog, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, shift forward. Three-legged dog, inhale up and back one more time. On your exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Stay your option for a wild thing if you'd like to. Step your right toes to the earth behind you and rotate your heart open to the sky. Then that space you've created across your chest and through your left shoulder. Back to our three-legged dog, right hand lands, right leg lifts, take a big breath in. Right foot to the outside of your right hand, breath out. Lizard lunge. Staying lifted this time, lean forward into your right foot. Come to left tippy toes. Malasana squat, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Sink into your squat, hands to chest, proud heart. Press into your feet, take an inhale. We lift to the count of 5 as we exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little different this time, just breathe in, reach your hands to the sky. On your exhale, goddess, your arms, lift your heart. Good. Hands go to the ceiling again with your next breath in. Back into Malasana squat, breath out. So slowly start to slide it back down. We're gonna shift into a little balance challenge from here. The first round might be pretty wobbly because we have a different alignment in our feet. In yoga, we're used to having our toes always pointing forward in our standing balance. So this might feel a little bit funky. What we're gonna do is we're gonna inhale, rise. We're gonna do a little elbow to knee action. Yeah. So pressing through your feet, start to breathe in, rise up, reach your hands to the sky. On your exhale, lean over to your right foot. Think goddess arms, bring your left knee towards your left elbow. Right toes are still open externally. You can have a bend in your right knee. You're trying to open your left hip externally. Little side body crunch. As you step your left foot wide, you're going to inhale back through center. Exhale, Malasana squat, sink it down. Finding second side, you're going to lift up, hands lead the way. Inhale, rise up, push your feet. On your exhale, lean way over to your left foot. Side crunch your right knee towards your right elbow. Feel your left glute really strong. Right glute is actively trying to open your right knee wide. Your right obliques are lifting your thigh. So your elbow and your knee might connect. Good, step it wide. Malasana squat one more time. Sink it down slow. And rotate your toes forward. This slightly wide-legged forward fold. So feet are about max distance apart. Take an inhale to lift up halfway. On your exhale, high plank, plant your hands and step your feet back. Full breath in, shift forward. Exhale to your belly, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, low or high cobra. Find an inhale to create your lift. And exhale to release. Reach your left arm out in line with your left shoulder, so palm face down to the earth. And then you're gonna look over to the right. Gecko your right fingertips, bend your right heel to your seat. And then find that kind of wild thing action to create your left side shoulder stretch. Collarbones wide, you're just here for an inhale. On your exhale, roll back onto your belly. Switching sides. Right palm is going to go directly in line with your right shoulder, palm facing the ground. Tent your left fingertips to the earth as you look to the left. Bend your left heel to your seat. And then create that kickstand. Open your collarbones, root through your right palm. Press through your left fingertips. Twisting your heart to the sky, take a big breath in. And on your exhale, start to roll onto your belly. Take your time. Slide your hands back by your low ribs. Breathe into your upward facing dog. Be feeling the space you just created. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Good. Take a breath through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Inhale your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Three-legged dog from your core, lengthen up and back. Left knee towards your right, tricep breath out. Hug your upper arm bones to the midline. Three-legged dog, inhale, left leg goes high. Last one, left knee towards left shoulder, shoulders out of ears as you shift. Three-legged dog, big breath in. Bend your knee and open your hip. Stay or a wild thing. Maybe tip over, left toes to the earth, heart to the sky. Open through your chest again, inhale. Three-legged dog is your exhale. As you lengthen your left leg up, big breath in. Lizard lunge, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Stay active and lifted through your back leg. Start to lean forward to your left foot. Once you're on your right tippy toes, Malasana squat, step it forward. We're almost done with Malasana squats, I promise. You can always choose to be in a higher squat as well, okay? So you're listening to your body, your knees, your ankles, all that. Okay, from here, we're going to inhale like before we rise up through center. On your exhale, you lean over to your left, bring your right elbow and your right knee towards each other, that little side crunch. From here, we're gonna do a little Shiva squat into the curtsy lunge. So maybe bring your hands to your heart. Keep your left toes turned to the left. We're going to come to a little like external Shiva squat. So hips are still open, but it's the same action of our Shiva squat. Maybe right knee sliding directly in line with your left calf. From there, place your right toes to the earth, so you're in your little curtsy lunge, right? This is a space we don't spend a lot of time in our yoga practice with this external rotation through our feet. Maybe bend into your back knee if that feels okay. And then lean into your left foot. My pole is a little bit in the way, so I'm going to switch here. And we're going to go into a half moon. Now think half moon just like you normally would. So you're going to angle your body towards the front left corner of your yoga mat. As you lean into your left foot, you're going to bring your right foot back and extend out. Turn your chest open towards the sky. This is inspired by my friend Nina. I took her class the other day. Good. Slowly bend into your left knee. Malasana squat. You're going to pull your right knee towards your right elbow using your side body strength and step into your Malasana squat. Whew, so much fun. We're going to take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. We're almost there. Reach up, rise up slowly with your inhale. On your exhale, lean to your right foot and the side body crunch. Left elbow and left knee come towards each other. Okay, from here, this is where we go into Nina territory. We're going to do that external Shiva squat. So keeping the external rotation of your legs and be hands to heart, we're going to bend into your Shiva squat. Bending both knees, feel your outer seat strong. When you're ready, send your left toes to that curtsy lunge position, back and down. Maybe sink into greater depth, maybe not. Again, for a lot of us, this is a very unfamiliar place in our bodies. So balance might be particularly wobbly because we don't have the muscles built up around this particular kind of motion. We're going to go into our half moon from here. So you're going to lean forward, start to turn so that you're pointing your head in the direction of your right toes. You're going to take your half moon into alignment like you normally would. So you will be in a diagonal to the right corner of your yoga mat. Flex your left foot, feel your outer seat light up. Think about stacking your left shoulder over your right. Maybe your gaze stays at the earth. And this is the part where it gets a little tricky. Try not to collapse out. You're going to bend into your right knee. Using your left side body strength, pull your left elbow towards your left knee to your left elbow. And step it to your Malasana squat. Whew. Hopefully you are all still with me after that. Toes turn forward, forward fold, dive it down, let it go. So again, inhale to lift up halfway. Open mouth, exhale, forward fold. One more like that, big breath in, lift up halfway. Open mouth, exhale, forward fold. This time, inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, walk your feet to your traditional forward fold. Your head hang heavy for a second. And slowly bend your knees. And sit all the way down. Okay. From here, we're going to find our way to the earth. We'll take a little moment down there. And then we'll be in Shavasana. Feel free to create heel anchors here so you can use your core to control your descent. So be flex to your feet. Lift proud to your chest. Think of this as like a grounded bow pose. Big breath in. On your exhale, start to bring it to the earth. You're using your core to actively dig your heels down. Your heels root into the earth the whole time. And you find a full body stretch. Once you reach the bottom, big breath in. And on your exhale, bring your knees into your chest. So unfortunately, it was 60 minutes. You didn't get to like half the things I wanted to. But we'll do a little ego moment here on the back body. Some more heart opening, and then we'll call it a day. So we're going to start with our right arm underneath our left eagle arms. Then stack your right thigh on top of your left eagle legs. You just need the stack of your thighs. You can just zip your shins together. You don't need to cross at your ankles unless you want to. From here on your inhale, you're going to reach your fingertips up and overhead as you bring your left toes to maybe tap the earth. Pull your navel down. On your exhale, crunch it up to center. Lift your shoulders and maybe lift your hips off the earth as well. Add two more like that. We inhale to open. On your exhale, lift through center. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift up. And then breathing in, relax your head and shoulders. Unwind your arms to a T. Let your knees drop over to the left for an eagle leg twist. Your breath along your right side body. And slow exhale out. And two more like that. Engage your core to bring your knees back to center. Unwind your legs, sit your left thigh on top of your right. You go wrap your left arm underneath your right. And then we'll do those 3 eagle crunches before eagle twist. Inhale, fingertips reach overhead, right toes will be tap the ground. Exhale, lift everything up to the sky and into the midline. By that little pause at the top. Twice more, we squeeze everything to center as we open up. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Once more, we inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Head and shoulders release back, spread your arms open to a capital T, and use your core to bring your knees over to the right. Take 3 cycles of breath. And returning to that intention of noticing, paying closer attention to the more subtle, the patterns of thought that move through our mind. Maybe noticing if those patterns of thought are related to something like worth, productivity, relationships, goals, shortcomings. Just noticing if there's a theme behind the thoughts. When you're ready, use your core to help bring your knees back to center. Unwind your legs, happy baby pose. Hands to shins, ankles or feet. Maybe a little rock from side to side. Maybe you extend one or both legs if that feels good in your body. So we have one last little moment of effort if you'd like to take it, and then we're off into ease. So our last moment of effort will be a bridge pose. Right, we did a lot of contraction to the front line in all our malasana squats. So we want to create a little bit of balance and open up to the front body. So once you plant your heels beneath your knees, shins perpendicular to the earth, feet about hips distance, take a big breath in. On your exhale, lift your hips. Prioritize the length of your body over how high your hips lift. Feel your knees reach forward. Feel your rib cage and your ribs slide in opposite directions. See if you can light up your hamstrings, but see how it feels to relax your glutes. Feel your shoulder blades press your heart to the sky, collarbones wide. And take 3 slow cycles of breath. The inner arches, the instep of your feet are lifted. There's a midline squeeze as you hug around an imaginary block. Take a breath in through your nose and out of your mouth. And slowly, just when you're ready, start to bring your way down. Bring your way down, bring yourself all the way down to the earth. Soles of your feet come together, knees open wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. You might offer one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart as you take 3 more cleansing breaths. Full inhale through your nose. You cleanse the breath out of the mouth. Twice more, deep breath in. And clearing, exhale to release. One more time, inhale through your nose. And exhale, let it go. You can stay here as you are. You can lengthen your legs out to Shavasana right away, or you can gather your knees into your chest and your nose to your knees for one last moment as you breathe in. Then your exhale, start to release out to your Shavasana, your final relaxation.
Allow your eyes to close. Feel the entire weight of your body begin to release into the earth. And as your mind softens, as you let go into the support of your yoga mat, see if you feel a little bit lighter from that softening. As you release into the moment itself. And allow yourself just to be in this present moment, right here, right now. Giving yourself the gift of a few minutes of stillness and quiet. Your mind has begun to wander away from this present moment, just gently bringing your attention back to the flow of your breath, cadence of inhale and exhale, maybe the beat of your heart, your body, the sensation of the earth as it holds you. As your physical body and sensation grounds you in this moment, start to return to the intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Maybe return to that pattern of thought and behavior that rose to the surface earlier on. And it's bringing these pieces back into our awareness. Bringing those deeper parts of practice with us as we close our class and with us as we continue into the rest of the day. Allowing the intentions that we set here, the seeds that we plant here, to reach beyond the four corners of our yoga mat and beyond these 60 minutes. You can stay exactly as you are. You can bring one or both hands to your heart. You can find a comfortable seat if you prefer. Just choosing how you'd like to close your practice today. And this final moment is a pause of gratitude. I'm grateful for the practice itself, all the tools that it provides us, the insights that it shares with us. I'm grateful for our bodies that carry us through not just this practice, the physical shapes, but through each and every day. Grateful for our breath that sustains us, gives us that life force energy that makes us who we are and connects us to all others. And grateful for this time that we shared. We moved and breathed together, even though we are still apart. Letting our breath, right, overcome that distance as we practice virtually. So in gratitude, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And one more open mouth exhale, let it go. May yoga offer us a path to compassion, and may our practices serve as our teachers, always guiding us to live more authentically and love more deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for being here, taking this time, and namaste.